Hello, truth seekers. Do you believe in magic? Are you ready to radiate and cultivate more magic in your life? Let's start from a place of defining magic. Let's start from a place that says that magic is not completely outside of us, although it is the space between the seen and the unseen realms. Magic is the awareness of the abundance in life when we are in touch and in alignment with our true divine nature. Our spiritual connection is what unites us, humans, to the earth plane and to the spiritual realms. And the place of magic is that space between. So, by that very definition, we are magic. We have the capability and the ability to shift our energy, to shift consciousness, to shift our reality. And when we do that, we create magic. So how do we do that? How do we create more magic, more abundance? Well, first we have to define abundance. We have to understand that abundance is our natural birthright. If you look around you, look in nature, look all around, abundance is everywhere. Plants, trees, rocks, water, soil, sun, air, they're all around us. The supply never goes out. It may dwindle, but the supply is there. We are living because of the abundance that is all around us. So being aware, being conscious of the abundance is the place to start. Being conscious of our connection is an easy place to start. But how do we do that? The easiest way to do that is by being still. The easiest way to do that is by slowing down and being quiet and feeling that place of stillness and expansion. I call it the field of all potentiality. When all things are possible, in that space between the closing of one thing and the opening of another thing, that space is magic. And how do we connect with that space? We have to learn to be still and listen to it, listen for it. The definition of a prayer, Catholic definition of prayer, would be time when you're asking for help. You're talking to God, you're asking for a thing. In meditation, that stillness, that time of quiet solitude, is a time when you're listening to the answer. So that's a time when God's talking to you. That's a time when God's talking through you. So having the awareness and the ability to connect with that space between the seen and the unseen, the knowing and the unknowing, that's magic. I'll bet you all have experienced magic on some level. I bet there's a point in time when you were thinking about someone and that person called you. You know what we call that? We call it synchronicity. It's a beginning, it's a bit of magic, it's a bite of magic. It's called resonance in science. It's like attracting like. But it's having the awareness and the openness to receive what's out there. That's where the magic happens. So being in that place of stillness, to be able to resonate with it, to be able to accept it, to be able to bring it in to your system, that's when the magic happens. And did you also know that you are a catalyst for magic? The more you become aware of your spiritual being within, the more that you become aware of the ability that you have to shift your outcomes, the more magic you bring. So, in any given situation, in any given time, stay open. Be still. Be still within your mind. Be guided by your heart. Follow the path that leads from here. Let the part that leads from here step aside. There's nothing to know. The path to true magic is about trust. If you forget what magic looks like, I encourage you to step outside. Take a seed and plant it in the soil. Water that seed daily. Let sun shine on that seed daily. And watch that seed begin to sprout so it opens apart. We're the same thing. If we stay open and we trust that the sun is coming, we trust that the water is going to come, and then it does, we begin to sprout, we begin to grow. And what starts out as this tiny, tiny seed can become a giant tree or a giant plant. So today, begin your magic. Be the seed and trust.